AMC stock one more step closer to the MOAS here today. Tomorrow is going to be the biggest event for AMC in a very long time. We'll talk about why here in this video, but really what we're going to do is go over the technical analysis, the Ortex data, the Stonk-O-Tracker data, as well as the FTDs and much more to get you guys prepared for tomorrow because it is about to get crazy. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into all this information. That's going to be the intro. We're going to get straight to the info. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Now, currently AMC stock is up 6.21% on the day. Now, I talked about this in the last video that we have AMC earnings tomorrow, and for a lot of different reasons, there's probably going to be a major rally. The market environment, just everything that I've been talking about, and I really don't want to reiterate the same things in this video, so go watch the last video especially, and the last, couple videos before that too, if you guys want more background on this. Nonetheless, AMC is very much likely to rally, my opinion, 10 to 20% coming on earnings, and could put the stock in that $9 range by the end of the week. In all reality, we were at these same levels in December, so give or take 3 months, and go back 3 months and we've been at these levels before, right? So I think to a certain extent, if you look at it like that, you could go much higher, potentially even high as $15 by the end of this week, and that would be a rally of about 100% from here. So what is currently happening today? We didn't get a lot of economic data. We got durable goods orders, nothing that is really moving the markets all too much. The S&P is up about 1%, or at least it was earlier. NASDAQ as well, doing pretty well. AMC, again, outperforming the broad markets by about 10x. If we take a look at the S&P where it's currently at, yeah, it's up 0.5%. AMC's up 6%. It is 12x outperforming the broad markets here today, showing you a serious degree of strength heading into this catalyst tomorrow, which is AMC earnings. Now, let's get into all of the data that you guys need to know, and then we'll talk about the technicals, because I think the technicals are also super exciting, super exciting. So as far as the Ortex data, AMC stock is at $6.57 as of right now. It is on the threshold securities list, and we'll talk about the FTDs in just one moment. The live short interest of free float is sitting at 23.44% here on the day. 121 million shares that are currently sold short. Cost of our average 329%. Cost of our max 348%, in cost to borrow minimum at 1%. Interactive Brokers says there's about 300,000 shares available to be traded. Cost to borrow rate on that about 209%, which is out of this world. Let's be honest here. Anything over like 20% is high. Anything over 50% is pretty outrageous, and out of this world is like over 100%. That doesn't even make sense to take on short positions with cost to borrow rates like that. Would you go out and buy a mortgage with, a 20% interest rate? Probably not. Or a 100% interest rate? Probably not. Nobody could afford it. In the same sense, that's what is happening with AMC currently. And there's a lot of risks to shorting AMC right now. And that's why the cost of borrow rates have been so high. And the short interest, again, is at a record level that we have not seen since June of 2021, last time AMC stock went through this major rally. Now, the technicals are important in regards to June as well, and we'll talk about that in here in just 1 second. Yeah, we still are recording. I just hit the mic pretty hard there, so hopefully that wasn't too loud for you guys. Now, if we take a look at the option activity on the day, you would think it would be pretty bullish overall from hedge funds. Nope. 123 orders totaling $35 million. Positive order value of 5%. 5%. Come on now. Hopefully, if you guys have watched the last couple of videos, especially the ones talking about how I think hedge funds are hiding their short interest, just look today. I mean, positive order value of 5% makes absolutely no sense to me. If AMC's up 6%, any other stock I could pull up, let's go ahead and pull up a Tesla, the most loved and hated stock at the same time. Tesla's up 4.5% on the day, and I haven't looked at this, but I'm going out on a limb and saying the positive order value is probably going to be decent, right? And look here, look what you have. Positive order value on the day of 62%. Why is AMC up more than something like Tesla, but has a 5% positive order value? Makes no sense. I think the short interest is higher than what we are actually getting reported on. And that's going to make this event tomorrow, AMC earnings, that much more exciting. Now, if we take a look at failure to delivers as well, I don't really think this is the biggest thing going for AMC, but it's definitely a positive overall. You can't sit here and say FTDs that have look like this over the past couple of weeks, and even more so for this week, is a bad thing, or it's not going to contribute to a potential rally, because that would just simply be a lie. Now, if we look at today, 2.1 million FTDs that needed to be bought back, 2 million FTDs tomorrow. That is earnings. That is this major event for AMC. The day after that, which is going to be Wednesday, 3.2 million FTDs, Thursday, 3 million FTDs, and on Friday, about 2.9 million FTDs that will need to be bought back. So in that regard, there is a lot of failure to delivers that need to be bought back over the next couple of days per the T plus 35 settlement time. Now, if you guys are also unfamiliar, what has been fueling a lot of this rally within AMC stock as of recently was the whole arbitrage trade between shorting AMC, buying Ape, looks to be in question now. And that's because people don't want this vote to go through. Even pension funds and retirement, programs are suing AMC to make this not go through, to not even hold the vote. So if you were somebody taking that arbitrage trade because, hey, you thought the overall value of AMC would fall and Ape would rise, well, that is in doubt now. And if it's in doubt, I mean, that potentially could mean AMC could rally a lot, because it was already priced in that this was probably going to happen. There really hasn't been any initiatives that AMC has tried to do over the past 2 years that have not went through. Even things people thought that had a low chance of going through actually happened, right? So it was already priced in. Now you're seeing a lot of bullishness because maybe that trade is not going to work as smoothly as the hedge funds had anticipated prior. So there is that. As far as the Stonk-O-Tracker data for this week, you went from 29,000 calls in the money to about 33,000 calls in the money. Out of the money calls for this Friday, 77,000, puts in the money at 15,000, and puts out of the money at 98,000. So you have seen a lot of puts go out of the money that were in the money as of just on Friday, and you've seen a couple thousand calls go into the money that were out of the money. Again, I don't think the options are a big driving factor here as well. I would say number one is the whole arbitrage trade thing that I just went over. That having doubt that it won't go through is definitely, in my opinion, fueling a lot of this bullishness. Now, at the same time, how the algos have really been programmed in 2023 is if a stock reports good earnings or decent earnings, but they give you higher guidance at the same time, stocks are going up 10 to 20% off of that. And AMC has done that quarter after quarter after quarter. Now, the only thing from my, thought process that could really put a damper on this rally, especially after tomorrow coming on earnings, would be something we don't expect. Maybe them delaying the vote or changing it in a way that would still cause dilution. If dilution is a part of the report that we get tomorrow, if they try to do something like that, probably not going to be a hugely positive thing. After all, I think Adam Aaron is keen to these things, and he kind of knows more than he lets on. and ultimately they want the stock to go higher as well. So I'm not too concerned at all when it comes down to earnings. Underwhelming given all of the factors that we've talked about over the last couple of days and weeks. Now I think it's pretty clear to see what is about to happen with AMC. Now on that note, you are above this downtrending line of resistance. This has been showing AMC has been in a long-term downtrend. Well, now you have broken out above that firmly, and just to mention, you're above the 50-day moving average. This orange line right here is the 100-day moving average. You are bouncing off of this 3 days in a row, the last 3 trading days, and look at today. You're up 6% currently, and you're making a move further away from that 100-day moving average. The next stop is that 200-day moving average at $7.52 per share. Now, what is interesting, what I've talked about in prior videos, is every time that you came up and tested this downtrending line of resistance, you have actually got, crushed right at this line. Every single time. It was when the rally was starting to be in the exhaustion phase. Really, when things started to come down is when you hit this line. During rallies previously. Last time this did happen was December 1st, so it really hasn't been that long ago. Now, what happened recently, and this is something that makes me very bullish, is AMC actually broke above this line, and it really wasn't a big deal. I mean, you weren't going through exhaustion because the stock had rallied so much heading into this level. You kind of just kept going up, like slow and steady to a certain degree, and just went right through the level. That's beautiful, because what happens at that point is when you do get this big rally to the upside, there's not going to be those algorithms that are, programmed to sell off at this level. Hopefully that makes some sense, you guys. A lot of this does come down to algos, but it gives you more room to kind of run here, especially as you break out above the 200-day moving average, which I think very well could happen tomorrow in after hours once we get the numbers and the guidance from AMC. Once you get out of that level, I mean, there's really nothing stopping us from going to at least $15 per share, if not a lot higher than that. So I hope you guys are ready. I hope you are excited. There is a lot of work we need to do today to get everyone informed. A couple articles I want to talk about in the next video, including this one. AMC Stock, could a Q4 earnings beat be a short squeeze catalyst? AMC is scheduled to report its Q4 financial results on February 28th. Could an earnings surprise be just the positive driver needed to spur a short squeeze? Ladies and gentlemen, we'll talk about it and much more in the next video. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Source your comments, questions, or concerns down below in the comment section. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.